live stream about Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, and Santa Teresa Costa Rica hotels. 20 years ago, my wife, Flory, who was born just north of Santa Teresa in a little town called Manzanillo, had a dream to build a little hotel by the beach. So she bought some land so close to the beach that you can hear the ocean. It's in Playa Hermosa, which is between Santa Teresa and Manzanillo. We tell people it's Santa Teresa because there's more than one Playa Hermosa in Costa Rica. Now, my wife had this dream 20 years ago, and the property is still sitting there empty. And so what we're going to do is we are going to build a little hotel, and why this might be of benefit to you is you're going to be able to stay at our little hotel for as little as $15 a night. If you choose to help us build our little hotel, we're going to give you a room rate as low as $15 a night. And we're going to use something called crowdfunding. I'll tell you more about that in just a second. And by the way, this whole live event is not just going to be about our little hotel. We're going to talk about Santa Teresa. And if you've been here, you know how awesome Santa Teresa and Playa Hermosa is. If you haven't been here and you're wondering why you would want to come here, I'm going to show you and I'm going to share with you why you might want to come to Santa Teresa. We think it's one of the best places in the world to vacation, but we're not the only ones. There are a lot of other people that say that Playa Hermosa specifically is one of the best beaches in the world. Now, during our live stream, I will explain how you can stay with us for $15 a night. And by the way, there are no blackout dates. So it's not like, let me put it this way. During the high season, that's typically around December through May, a room for a comparable hotel will cost you around $150 a night. Our little hotel, which is going to be called Flor de Playa, which means flower beach in Spanish, is named after my wife Flory, whose real first name, she goes by Flory, but her first name is Flor, which means flower. Anyway, we're going to have king-size beds with air conditioning. Most hotels in the area do not offer both, and some don't offer either of those two things for as little as $15 a night. You will not find a better deal on a Santa Teresa Costa Rica hotel. Let me say that again. You will not find a better deal on a Santa Teresa Costa Rica hotel. Now, but it's probably a good time to address the what's the catch question, because I get that a lot. We are building our little hotel, Flor de Playa, with something called crowdfunding. You may or you may not know what that is, but basically, and it's been around for around a decade now, but basically what it is a group of people funding a project. And it is legal, and we're going to use a company called IndieGoGo.com. I'll tell you more about that in a second. We already own the land, and we have some of the money that we need to build our little hotel. But we need $50,000 to build 4 rooms. If we exceed our goal, that would be awesome. We're going to build as many as 8 rooms, but no more. You help us, we're going to give you a great rate. But it's more than that. Not only is it my wife's dream, and it's extremely important for me to make her dream come true, the what's in it for me part, for you, is the $15 a night. But I believe it not just $15 a night is what this is all about for us. I believe it's also great business to give you great rates. You see, what's going to happen, if you've already been to Santa Teresa, we know you already love the area. If you're looking right now on YouTube and you're considering coming back, we know that you already love it. But if you've never been here before, you will come here and you will love it. It's just that simple. You will tell other people about Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, and Playa Hermosa, and some of your friends and family members are going to want to stay with us because of your experience. When we give you a great rate and you love our little hotel and you love our beach, Playa Hermosa, and you love Santa Teresa, we believe you're going to go on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and whatever you use, and you're going to share what an awesome place this is. And then you're going to tell other people about it that you meet. They're going to go, hey, you went on vacation to Costa Rica. How was it? We believe you're going to tell them about it. So it's not just about me making my wife's dream of 20 years come true, although that is personally extremely important to me. What's in it for you is we're going to take care of you because we owe you. Because of you, we're going to be able to build our little hotel, and my wife's dream is going to become a reality. And we're doing something else incredibly unique to make this even better for you. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But to give you an example, as low as $15 a night, but it starts at $297. You get 10 nights. That's 4 nights a year over 2 years, plus 2 bonus nights. So let me just say it right now. If you come, and we want you to use all your nights. Again, we want you to love Santa Teresa and Playa Hermosa as much as we do. So we want you to come and stay with us. But not just, using it 1 year. We want you to use however many years you have. And let me give you this example. The 10 nights is $297. You get 4 nights a year for 2 years, and then you get 2 bonus nights. So if all you do is come the first time and stay for 6 nights, that's a little less than $50 a night. There are no blackout dates, no restrictions, so you can come when a normal rate would be around $150. But you can do that 4 nights a year for 2 years. 19 nights is $497. That's 5 nights a year for 3 years. And then you get 4 bonus nights to use whenever. So again, use 5 nights plus your bonus nights the first time you come stay with us. That's 9 nights for $497. So that's a good deal. For $997, and we think going to be, if not the most popular, we've gotten a lot of feedback. People are like, I love this. For $997, you get 7 nights a year for, listen to this, 7 years plus a bonus week. Come the first time and stay with us for 14 nights. You paid $997 and you got a good deal. But you have 6 more years after your first year to come stay with us. And remember, I said there's something unique. I'll tell you about that in just a few seconds. It's something that's going to make this even better, and you're going to love it even more. For $1997, you get 2 rooms for 8 nights a year for 7 years. Plus, you get 2 bonus weeks. Now, we've met people from all over the world on the beaches of Santa Teresa, Playa Hermosa, and Manzanillo, which is where we spend most of our time. We met people from all over the world, and we talked to people about what they're paying, how long they're staying, where they're from, how they got here, all of that stuff, right? And so we do that all the time, and we talk to all kinds of people who stay for 2 or 3 weeks a year, and they spend more than $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 a year. For less than $2,000, $1997, you're going to get 2 rooms for 8 nights a year for 7 years plus 2 bonus weeks. So again, use it all your bonus weeks the first time. You can stay for 22 nights. That's less than $100 a night. And you get 2 rooms. So that's less than $50 a night for a brand new hotel in Playa Hermosa. We'll talk more about Playa Hermosa in just a second, but let me tell you what we're going to do that's going to be even better for you. Remember that incredibly unique thing I mentioned earlier? Well, one time, and I want to thank our friend Gabrielle, who came up with this idea. This was not my idea, but he said it'd be really cool if one time you allowed people to give their nights away to somebody they care about, somebody they love. Or what if they sold their nights to somebody else? You see, we don't care, because here's the thing. You're making my wife's dream come true. You're helping us build our little hotel in paradise. They're your nights. So one time, you can gift or sell your nights to somebody else. So you could, conceivably, for the $997, if you really wanted to do something awesome for somebody's wedding or honeymoon or whatever, you could not only give them your 7 nights, if you wanted to, you could give them your extra bonus week. So you could give somebody 14 nights What a gift that would be. It's no problem for you because for 6 other years, you got 7 nights a year. So that's pretty cool. Now, we are going to do a crowdfunding campaign with a company called IndieGoGo.com. It's important to understand we're not going to have you pay us directly. In this case, the only way you get these rates is when our IndieGoGo.com campaign is live. By the way, if you're wondering about IndieGoGo, it was founded 11 years ago. If you choose to do this, if you choose to help us, you're going to pay through their website. That's important to know. Our goal is $50,000. But if we don't hit our goal, you get your money back. Okay? We have to raise the $50,000 so we can build our little 4-room hotel. Like I said, the land has been paid for decades. We have some of the money we need, but we need $50,000. And if we hit that goal, we'll start building in November or early December 2018. And then we expect to be open in May of 2019. Now, the question I get a lot is, when will our crowdfunding campaign begin? And the answer to that is around September 15th. If you want to share this video with people you know, that would be awesome. If you'd be kind enough to share this video however you see fit, whatever social media platform, or just emailing it to somebody you know has always dreamt of going to Costa Rica and would love to go to Costa Rica and stay in a brand new hotel with a king-size bed and air conditioning, that'd be awesome. We appreciate you so very much just for watching this. And if you have questions, you can ask them here. You can make a comment. You can give us a thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated as well. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you'll get updates on our project with new videos. And you can sign up for updates on the website, flordeplaya.com. The link is below the video. And you can also see, we put together the video that you're going to see on flordeplaya.com. That video features my adorable wife, Flory. And I love it because I get this comment all the time. People are like, your wife is absolutely adorable. She is. She is gorgeous, and she is adorable. And so when you go to flordeplaya.com, when you go there, you can watch that video. That's the video we're going to use. You'll be able to see that on IndieGoGo.com when we kick the campaign off. When you come here, you're going to meet people from all over the world. Some of them, like the restaurant right across the road from us. Pablo came here a few years ago. I'm not sure exactly how many. Loved it and stayed. Lots of people do that. Anyway, let's talk about what you can do once you get here. Now, first of all, our little hotel is in Playa Hermosa. It's a breathtaking beach. It is huge. It's as wide as just about any beach it's wider than any beach I've ever seen in my life. And it's practically empty. It's like most of the time there's almost nobody there. There are surfers almost always in the water, but in many cases, you'll be one of a handful of people on the beach. I mean, look at this video. Look at this video. You're going to feel like this is your own private beach. Flory and I call it our beach because it's right, our hotel is going to be right behind there. You can see reviews. People talk about it being the best beach in the world. One guy, I don't know if it was a guy, maybe it was a woman, said that he or she had traveled extensively around the world and can say that this is the best beach in the world. There are lots of other people that say that. Some people say it's the best beach in Costa Rica. It's awesome. I mean, look at it. During low tide, there are little tide pools that are perfect for snorkeling. There are little kids running on the beach just having a heck of a time. Playa Hermosa, the surf is not as big as it is in Santa Teresa, just down the road. And so it's a great family beach. It's a great learn how to surf beach. It is if you just come to Santa Teresa and you don't stay with us, that's fine. Do yourself a favor and go to Playa Hermosa, because the beaches in Santa Teresa, while wonderful, and I love them, they're not as wide and there are a lot more people. Now, the good news is there still aren't as many people as beach. If you've ever been to South Beach in Miami, if you've ever been to Venice Beach in Los Angeles, or any of tons of other beaches in the United States or other countries, a lot of those beaches are just swamped with people. And one of the things I love most about the beaches here, specifically Playa Hermosa, is that there just aren't that many people on the beach. There are trees right at the edge of the beach there, so you can get shade if you don't bring your own shade, if you don't bring an umbrella or something. There's a guy selling coconut water, selling fresh ceviche right there. But that's about it. There's no restaurant right there on the beach in Playa Hermosa. Now, it's what some people love about it. It's what I love about it, is it's not a commercial beach where there's all these hotels lining the beach and restaurants and all of that stuff. We just don't have that in Playa Hermosa. They do have that in sections of the beach in Santa Teresa. Okay, but it's just not a commercial is the best word I can think of for it. Just not a commercial beach. Unspoiled is my favorite word for Santa Teresa and Playa Hermosa. There are no chain restaurants. There are no big hotels. You won't find the Four Seasons, the Westin, the Ritz-Carlton. If you're looking for those, you need to look elsewhere. You're not going to find those. It's a remote location with unspoiled beaches. And I want to show you a couple of shots from what I call our secret beach, but it's not really a secret. There are fewer people on this beach than there are on the beach in Playa Hermosa, which doesn't have many people. Flory and I love to go to this beach, which is really close to our little hotel. We love to go there because it's like just us. Now, on occasion, there will be, like we've been there for hours at a time and nobody. For as far as you could see south, for as far as you could see north along the Pacific coast, nobody. And I like that. Now, it's not as deep a beach as you can see. It's not as wide. When the tide is high, there's not a lot of beach at all right here. But man, it's just pretty and it's just nice to be just alone and enjoying the beach. Now, I said there are great restaurants all over Santa Teresa. Playa Hermosa doesn't have much in the way of restaurants. It's just a few miles down the road to Santa Teresa. But we do have the advantage. I'm going to call this with people when we get Flor de Playa built. I'm going to tell people this is our restaurant hotel. It's just steps away. It's owned by a guy that we've become friends with, and the food is fabulous. Oh my gosh, the food is fabulous. They do pizza, and they've got this oven outside, and you can see them cooking the pizza. It's just a fabulous little place, and it's just nice. It's relaxing. It's outdoors. There are no walls. It's just really cool. And obviously, when we get Flor de Playa built, you'll be able to walk across the road, and there it is. But that's just one of many great restaurants in the area. Now, most of the restaurants are in Santa Teresa. Now, let me just say this quick. Playa Hermosa is much quieter. If you've been to Santa Teresa, and we have stayed in Santa Teresa right on the road, there's pretty much one road. Runs north and south, and it goes right, close to the beach. The problem I have with it, and I love Santa Teresa, so I'm not knocking it, but the one thing, it's really noisy. There are a lot of motorcycles and ATVs and big trucks and all that stuff. Now, most of the time we're at the beach during the day, but at night, it can be a little hard to sleep sometimes with all that noise, right? We don't have that in Playa Hermosa at all. There are a lot of restaurants where you will get food, and I've eaten all over the world, or a lot of different countries, I should say. But a lot of different places I've eaten, and I have never eaten such great food consistently at so many restaurants, different restaurants, where the chef came there on vacation, and just like Pablo across the street from us at TP8 across the road, where the chef decided to stay because they fell in love with the place. So there's great, authentic Italian, and of course there's seafood. We eat a lot of seafood. A place called Habanero, where Flory and I just love that place. And so we ate there 3 nights out of 4, and I had the sea bass every time. Because, there's a lot of restaurants in Costa Rica, in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, a lot of restaurants where you're going to eat fresh fish at night that may have been in the ocean earlier that day. You're eating fresh seafood, and it is fabulous. So the restaurants, and by the way, I don't think the restaurants are that expensive, but you can eat a lot less expensively if that's what you want. There's little things I'd never heard of anywhere else. In Costa Rica, they call them sodas, like you're having a can of soda. And the sodas are little itty-bitty restaurants in almost every case. They're very tiny. Sometimes they have room for like 6 people or 8 people. And it's just a little itty-bitty restaurant. There's lots of options. You can eat inexpensively if you choose. You can spend more money if you choose. But there are great restaurants everywhere. Now, I want to show you the video of Super Bowl winning quarterback Tom Brady jumping in the Montezuma Waterfall. It's not, I don't know if it's 45 minutes or so away from us. But the Montezuma Waterfall it takes a bit of a hike to get there and all of that. But here's Tom Brady jumping in. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. What I haven't mentioned so far is that Tom Brady and supermodel wife Gisele Bündchen have a house in Costa Rica about a quarter of a mile from our little hotel. So what else can you do? Surfing. If you do not know how to surf, don't sweat it. If you want to learn, no problem. There are plenty of instructors, and almost all of them teach right there at Playa Hermosa. Okay, this is where the teaching goes on, because the waves are not quite as high in Playa Hermosa as they are in Santa Teresa. So if you want to surf, surfing is not a problem. You will not believe the little kids out there surfing. I mean, 3 years old on a surfboard in the ocean. I think that is so cool. There is humpback whale watching. By the way, we can set you up with anything you want to do when you get here. We'll tell you who to talk to, the best rates. So anyway, there's humpback whale watching primarily in August, September, and October. And I checked with one of the guys that does tours. Up to 5 people, $200. When he takes a boat out, if it's just you, it's $200. If it's you and 4 friends, 5 people, $200. You and 2 people, $200. So anyway, up to 5 people, $200. You get fresh fruit, you get water, you get drinks and local beers. You can do yoga on the beach. There are all kinds of places where you can do yoga. Horseback riding on the beach. There's just something super serene and super cool about that. Deep sea fishing. There are so many different things to do, and I have just touched on a few of them. And I see people, especially in Playa Hermosa, at the edge of the beach, getting some shade, reading a book. They're just relaxing. They're just enjoying it. The sunsets in Costa Rica, specifically Playa Hermosa and Santa Teresa, are amazing. During the summer, which is weird because our summer here is like December through May. December through May, we hardly get any rain at all. Like hardly at all, especially January, February, March, and April. Like if it rains, I think it rains less than an inch a month. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's somewhere in that ballpark. It just doesn't seem like it ever rains. There are certain times of the year where it rains more. But like a lot of other tropical locations that you may or may not have gone to, if it rains, it may rain hard, but it usually doesn't rain all day. Flory and I, we love going to the beach early in the morning. Like, we like being at the beach by 6 or 6:30 in the morning. Get breakfast, head to the beach, and a lot of times you're all alone, man. It's awesome early in the morning. Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, even if you do not ever come to stay with us at Flor de Playa, that's okay. Come to Costa Rica, you will love it. I tell people that even though I lived all of my life in the United States and traveled a lot, as soon as I saw Santa Teresa, 45 days later, we moved. I'm like, why the heck do I live in Dallas, Texas, when I could live here? This place has that effect on a lot of people. it may have that effect on you. So if you come here once, I'd recommend staying at least 6 nights. And that's why we structured our crowdfunding thing, the littlest package at $297 for 4 nights plus the 2 bonus nights, because that's the least amount I would recommend staying. Because when you get here, 6 nights are going to go by really fast, and you're not going to want to leave. By the way, you do need to have a passport. And let me just address the it sounds too good to be true. What's the catch thing that I said before about our crowdfunding project? It's very simple. This has been my wife's dream for 20 years. If you've ever had a dream for 20 years, think about the ache that you have to see that dream fulfilled. This is one of the most important things I've ever done in my life. To see her dream come true. To make her dream come true. But also, we both love people. This is cool to be able to have people become our friends. I mean, if you come 2 or 3 times, we want you to feel like, well, the first time you come, we want you to feel like we're your friends. We want to help you have an extraordinary time. And it's not just because it's the right thing to do. It's also because it's good business. And I keep saying that because I want you to know that if you come stay here for as little as $15 a night, when you could normally spend $150 a night for a comparable room with a king-size bed and air conditioning, if you can find one, it's good business that we take care of you and that you come here, that you have a great time, the time of your life. Bring your kids. Your kids will love it. I'd recommend, if you want to do the thing with the kids, get the 1997, which is 2 rooms for 8 nights a year for 7 years plus 2 bonus weeks. But remember, you can sell or gift your nights to somebody else one time. So it's conceivable that you could, let me just give you the example, the 497, which is 5 nights a year over 3 years. It's conceivable you could sell your 5 nights. Let's just say you sold it to somebody who's a friend for $250. That means you spent $240, and they get 1 year. You spent $247 for, what would that be, 10, 13 nights, 14 nights, if you kept the bonus nights. $247 for 14 nights. Wow. We're excited. I don't know if that comes out or not, but we're excited. We're excited about the possibilities of making new friends from all over the world and having people come back year after year after year and having a great time. That's a whole lot of stuff. I have no idea how long I've been doing this, but I am passionate about this. I love Costa Rica. I told Flory that I want to be the guy from the U.S. that promotes Costa Rica more than any other person in the world. And I want to do that because I love Costa Rica, because I love my wife, and I get why she's had this dream for so long. She just wanted to share her beautiful country with people, with this little hotel. If you don't want to stay with us, that's okay. Come to Santa Teresa and Playa Hermosa, Costa Rica, and you will love it. You will absolutely love it. If you like fresh seafood and fresh air and beautiful beaches where you're about the only person on the beach, or at times you are the only person on the beach. You just want, and we've got monkeys. I forgot to mention the monkeys. Doggone it, I forgot to mention the monkeys. And monkeys, and you're going to see birds in the trees you've never seen before in your life. And it's just so amazing. So if you do not come and stay with us, that's okay. But come to Costa Rica. Come to Santa Teresa and Playa Hermosa, Costa Rica, and you will love it. They say something here in Costa Rica. It's, it means pure life. But they say, pura vida, pura vida. I love this country. I am so thankful for this country. And I know in my heart that if you come here, you'll love it too. Hey, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any questions you have, please leave them down below. Give us a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. Share this video if you like the message, if you like the rates, if you think it'll help somebody, if you know somebody who said, I've always wanted to go to Costa Rica, or I've always wanted to go on an incredible vacation, but I didn't have the money to do it, please share this with them. We would be honored that you would think enough of what we're doing that you would share it with other people. So anyway, please Help us if you can. Help us if you